If you've never had spanakopita, boy, you are in for a treat. Or if you're here because you want to make it, we are making it old school from scratch, just the way it should be. Grab your aprons, let's cook. Hey guys, I'm SHEREEN. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making Spanakopita Triangles, which is a savory spinach and feta filling wrapped around flaky, buttery phyllo, from which we have made homemade. I'll attach the link in the description below, but first to get started, we need to salt the spinach. So you want two 11-ounce packages of baby spinach, and you can buy it already in those plastic containers. It's pre-washed for you. It'll save you that step. So I'm gonna add it into 2 large bowls. So we have a lot of spinach. It's about 1.5 pounds, maybe a little less than 1.5 pounds. But we're gonna just season this in layers. So really what we're doing is we're pulling out some of the moisture and we're actually seasoning it while we prep the rest of our ingredients. One large onion, so you want to dice 1 large onion and 1 bunch of scallions. So when you're slicing your green onions, you want to divide the lighter green or the whites of the green onions and the dark green onions. Divide the two into 2 different piles because the whites of the green onions, we're going to saute those. The dark greens, you always want to keep them not cooked. They lose their flavor. We want them to be fresh when we add them into the spinach. So you want to heat an 8-quart pot over medium heat and then add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And then we're going to saute our onions, green onions, until they're nice and tender, about 5 minutes. And you want to season with salt and pepper. So remember, always season every step of the way. While our onions are sauteing, we need to prep Italian flat leaf parsley and fresh dill. So just a little tip, when you're prepping your parsley, crumble it up almost like in a little ball. And then chop your parsley, and that will prevent all that parsley from flying all over your kitchen. See? Keeps it nice and neat. And same for your dill. Onions are good to go. There's nothing better than the smell of onions sauteing. We have our spinach. So we don't have to season the spinach here because we actually already seasoned it while we were letting it rest. And what it did was, what it really helped sort of wilt it down a little bit. So now you just want to cover it. Make sure your heat is on between medium and medium low, and after 2 minutes, it will have steamed the spinach, and then we'll toss it, and then the remainder of the heat will continue to wilt the spinach. Boom, it happens so quick. You can check out my steakhouse cream spinach. I'll attach that link in the description below. It's the same technique that I use when sauteing and wilting down the spinach. It takes a lot longer to thaw frozen spinach. Fresh is better and faster. We're going to transfer this into a strainer that's lined with cheesecloth. We have 3 large room temperature eggs, so this is part of binding the spinach and feta. You want to make sure you wring out your spinach really well, because if it's soggy and there's still a lot of moisture that it's holding, it'll make our phyllo soggy, and we don't want that. There are a few ingredients that you don't want to skimp on, and that's feta. So this feta is in its brine. It's milky and super creamy. We're gonna crumble it ourselves. If you buy it crumbled, it's already a little dry, where here it's nice and moist. So good. We get a good salt kick from the feta. And we season that spinach. I'm just gonna give it a pinch because we can't season it after we stuff the phyllo. So now we need to melt about 3 sticks of butter. We're gonna keep it warm and keep it on the back burner. We need this to brush the phyllo. I'm gonna grab my phyllo out of the refrigerator. I made this ahead. So you want 20 sheets, 9 by 14 inch sheets of phyllo. As we're working, we're gonna work with 1 sheet at a time. We're gonna keep the second piece of parchment paper right on top with a very lightly damp towel. That way it doesn't dry out the phyllo. Look how beautiful. You don't need to flour your surface. Take your melted butter, and then we're just gonna coat the entire 9 by 14 inch sheet with the butter. We're gonna fold this over right in half. So this, we're creating our triangles. So here we're creating almost like ham pies. They're a little larger than your traditional appetizers. You're gonna take a 1/4 cup of the filling, and then you're gonna put it right at the top. Then just fold the dough right over top the spinach and gently press down. So you wanna ensure that the entire triangle is filled with our spinach mixture. When you're folding the pastry, fold it like a paper football. Remember that when you were a kid? And if you're buying store-bought phyllo, you may want to double up on the pastry sheets, but homemade's better, just saying. And now we're going to finish the rest of our phyllo pastry. Transfer it to a rim baking sheet so you don't have to grease it. You just want to brush the tops with butter and along the edges as well. And now into our oven for 20-25 minutes until golden brown. You are in for a treat. So they're too hot right now. We're gonna let them set for about 15 minutes. I want you to hear how crispy these are. Light, crispy, flaky, buttery. The dough is out of this world. Spinach is savory, that creamy feta, and the beautiful freshness from the dill. These are insane. My Greek relatives would be really proud. My father-in-law would be really proud. Three Spanakopita triangles later. I couldn't help myself. They are so good. I am so excited to share these with you guys. And just a little tip, when you're making the phyllo dough, if you should make the phyllo dough, make the dough, put some plastic wrap in between each sheet of the phyllo, so that way it's just a little extra insurance that they don't stick, and you become a pro, you can eliminate that step. If you like this video, you learned something, give me a thumbs up, comment in the comment box below. Be sure to subscribe. I do roll out a new homemade made easy recipe video each week. And if you want to check out my how-to, step-by-step, make homemade phyllo dough from scratch, you can click this video link right here or my avgolemino right here, and I'll meet you over there.